Welcome to the Daily Quiz Podcast. Today's category is general knowledge. Let's get to it. Question 1. What's the principal river of Ireland? The answer is Shannon.
The River Shannon is not only the principal river of Ireland, but it's also the longest river in all of Ireland and Britain. It stretches over 360 kilometers and flows through 11 counties, making it a significant source of water for many communities. Interestingly, the River Shannon is also home to several species of fish, including salmon and trout, which attract anglers from all over the world.
Question 2. What type of foodstuff do humans eat the most of? The answer is rice.
Did you know that rice is not only the most consumed food in the world, but it's also a staple food for more than half of the global population? In fact, it's estimated that over 3.5 billion people rely on rice as their primary source of sustenance. Additionally, there are over 40,000 different varieties of rice grown worldwide.
Question 3. What is the full moon nearest the autumnal equinox? The answer is harvest moon.
The harvest moon gets its name from the fact that it provided extra light for farmers to harvest their crops during the autumnal equinox. This is because the moon rises earlier than usual, allowing for more daylight hours to work in the fields. In some cultures, it is also believed that the harvest moon has a special energy and can bring good luck and prosperity.
Question 4. Who was nicknamed Joltin' Joe? The answer is Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio was nicknamed Joltin' Joe due to his impressive hitting skills and powerful swing. However, the nickname almost didn't stick as it was originally suggested by a sports writer who mistakenly called him Jolting Joe in an article. DiMaggio's teammates quickly corrected the error, but the nickname had already caught on with fans and media alike.
Question 5. Georges Claude invented what in 1911? The answer is neon lights.
Did you know that the first neon sign was sold to a Paris barber in 1912? The sign read Barbier and was an instant hit, leading to the widespread use of neon lights in advertising. Today, neon signs are still popular for their bright colors and eye-catching designs.
Question 6. What's the international radio code word for the letter P? The answer is Papa.
Did you know that the international radio code word for the letter P, Papa, was chosen because it is easily distinguishable from other letters when transmitted over radio? The word was officially adopted in 1956 and has since been used by pilots, air traffic controllers, and other radio operators around the world. So next time you hear someone say Papa on the radio, you'll know exactly what they mean.
Question 7. What sport's been the subject of the most American movies? The answer is boxing.
Boxing has been the subject of more American movies than any other sport, with classics like Rocky and Raging Bull cementing its place in cinema history. Interestingly, boxing was also one of the first sports to be filmed and broadcasted on television, with the first televised fight taking place in 1939 between Lou Nova and Max Baer.
Question 8. At darts, what is the score of 26 called? The answer is bed and breakfast.
Did you know that the term bed and breakfast in darts comes from the fact that scoring 26 points leaves a player with just enough points to finish the game with a double on their next turn, which is often referred to as checking out. It's like waking up to a nice breakfast after spending the night in a cozy bed.
Question 9. What nickname did Imelda Marcos share with a heavy metal rock group? The answer is Iron Butterfly.
Imelda Marcos, the former First Lady of the Philippines, was known for her extravagant lifestyle and love for fashion. She also shared a nickname with a heavy metal rock group, Iron Butterfly. This was due to her fondness for wearing butterfly-shaped hair accessories and jewelry made from real butterflies. The band's hit song In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida was reportedly one of her favorites.
Question 10. Who was the inventor of the stop sign? The answer is William Phelps Eno.
Did you know that before William Phelps Eno invented the stop sign, there were no standardized traffic signals? In fact, early traffic control devices included policemen waving flags and even gaslit semaphores. Eno's design for the stop sign was simple yet effective, featuring a red octagon with white letters spelling out stop. Today, his invention is recognized as a universal symbol of road safety around the world.
Question 11. The Romans called it Cambria. What do we call it? The answer is Wales.
Did you know that the name Wales actually comes from the Anglo-Saxon word Wales, which means foreigners or strangers? This is because the Anglo-Saxons considered the Welsh people to be outsiders due to their different language and culture. However, the Welsh themselves call their country Cymru, which comes from the Welsh word for fellow countrymen.
Question 12. Mrs. Darrell Waters translated 128 languages. Pen name. The answer is Edith Blyton.
Edith Blyton, who wrote under the pen name Mrs. Darrell Waters, is one of the most successful children's authors of all time. Her books have been translated into 128 languages and have sold over 600 million copies worldwide. Despite her immense popularity, Blyton was also a controversial figure due to her use of outdated language and themes in some of her works.
Question 13. What is another name for a spiny anteate? The answer is Echidna.
Did you know that the echidna is one of only 2 mammals in the world that lay eggs instead of giving birth to live young? These unique creatures, also known as spiny anteaters, are found in Australia and New Guinea and use their long snouts to hunt for ants and termites. They can even stick out their sticky tongues up to 18 centimeters long to catch their prey.
Question 14. An illegal 1920 saloon. The answer is Speakeasy.
During the Prohibition era, speakeasies were not only places to drink illegally but also served as a hub for jazz music. Many famous musicians such as Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington got their start playing in these underground establishments. The term speakeasy comes from the need to speak quietly about the location of these secret bars to avoid detection by law enforcement.
Well, that's it for our general knowledge category. Hopefully, you're feeling more knowledgeable and less generally clueless. Until next time, keep those brain cells firing. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. See you later, until tomorrow comes around.
This episode is produced by Classic Studios. See the show notes page for sources and credits. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.